Yes, once again, I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and to some of you, good night, depending on your time zone. I want to believe everyone is intact, and of course, still on the same path. Before we look into our topic or discussion this morning, which is simply titled, No Pain, No Gain. No pain, no gain, as related to the demolition of Alaba International Market. But then I must appreciate the Almighty Creator who has kept us alive. And now let us go back to our discussion yesterday. After the demolition on Sunday night, I called on Igbos yesterday and I pleaded with them. I pointed out to our people what will take place. And I'm glad today we are 1 inch mature than we are before. Because I pointed out to you yesterday, my message was simple. Don't let anybody rip off your emotion. Because a lot of people would have jumped on social media and start telling you, oh, they hate Igbo, oh, they are marginalizing Igbo, oh, they are suffering Igbo, and whatever they are doing to the Igbos, that will not change it. And then most Igbo will begin to react. And you see, at the end of the day, that is all how it ends. But yesterday, with that broadcast, many people who would have told you, Shebi our supreme liar tell us, they will kill Igbo, they will do this. This problem is beyond Nigeria. What is happening to the Igbo man is beyond Nigeria. We sat back and we reviewed it. We saw all this truth. But why some individuals decide to sell our people is what I don't understand. Now let me start first of all by thanking those of you who bear this brunt. The Igbo traders in Alaba International Market. Organize yourself. Thank you for not responding. Thank you for not challenging anybody. Thank you for not doing gra-gra. Thank you for not claiming that you are going to bring heaven and earth. Thank you. But I'm not thanking you because they demolish your property and that is the end of the day. I just say thank you. Because there are things that when you know, your detractors will be running for you. Your detractors will be running for you. And I think you should know it. The years of fighting emotionally, making noise and lying propaganda, it has not changed anything. Even outright war, outrage war did not change anything. And then we should be able to get to the level where we are able to develop defense mechanism. When we develop the capacity to improvise when necessary. Let me calm down a little bit. So I start this morning by thanking all of you. But then look at the social media. You see, only few people came out to cry for Igbo. Only few. Propaganda was very less. You can see Nnamdi Kanu and his followers, they disassociated. Although they have family issues, so I don't expect they will even have time for that anyway. But look at, let me take example from just two individuals. Our brother Oraka, he was telling you demolition of Alaba is a way to go too far. He now love Igbo. He now telling Igbo how to reason and how to think. Though everything he said was not wrong. But then that is how to catch a monkey. You give monkey banana and the monkey collect the banana. You throw another monkey. You can see the birds around me. If you see, they are my friends. If I call them now, they will answer me. Why do they answer me? Because I'm a bird. Because I know how to get them. That is how they use all these things to, they throw corn for Igbo man. Igbo man will jump up. He think it's for their good. Let us wake up, my people. No, let me just show you an example. Let me call this bird. You just watch their attention. There are so many of them. I'm just at their entrance because they have been raining, so they didn't go out. But just watch them. Just watch them rushing out from inside. Because they know once I make that sound, it is time for them to be fed. I'm sitting among them. They are not frightened. But you see, the amazing thing there is the day I want to eat anyone, I just take that one and then it's gone into the pot. We cannot be led in that direction because it will not take us anywhere. Now, understand that everything we have been going through as a people is only meant to make us better. The Bible will say from the fullness, gold is purified inside fire. And we all know that it is the struggle we go through daily basis in life. This is what determines how much we succeed in life. I am where I am today, not because there were anybody empowering me from any end. Because in the midst of challenges, I see opportunity to prosper. Now, don't think the demolition of Alaba International Market will be the end. It's just part of the beginning. Many more will still happen. But what do we do in a time like this? As far as I'm concerned, Nigeria have a great problem. I saw the old Nigeria. I saw the new Nigeria. I had influenced by the Nigeria of Zik, Obafemi Awolowo, and Tafawa Balewa. I saw the Nigerian of the military era. And I see the combination of this dispensation, what it has brought us to. And so if we were born in 1980, you were born in 1990, when we are talking, try to learn. What am I trying to tell you? This very Nigeria will not favor even the people who planned it. So somewhere along the line, our problem has been mobilizing our people, organizing our people. And I tell you, this is the time to begin. Now, demolition of Alaba International Market. What are we supposed to learn from there? Because in Nigeria, if you were armed robber, coordinated armed robber, people will say that you are a coordinated armed robber. They will descend on you. You can see how they are descending on unknown gunmen. Justifiable. But why are you descending on traders? Why are you crushing the life of people? Now, I don't see it as Igbo problem alone. Because Nigeria is only one country who makes law to oppress her people, who makes rules and regulations to undermine the right of individual citizens. But when you take it too far, you will not be able to develop strategies to survive the onslaught. You will fall prey. And that is what you have been encountering today. Now, ask yourself a question. Why did they demolish that market? Why was that market there in the first place? Now that it has been demolished, how do you prevent it from happening tomorrow? What are the necessary steps to take? What are your end expectations? And then what will we forward? You see, when you analyze these issues and you put them in place, I tell you, Ozemeko, another one will not happen again. It has happened, it has happened. And there are certain reactions they want to get from you. Don't give it to them. Don't let them take the best of you. Go back and reply. You will get back on your feet. Look at those who are majorly affected. You know how to go about helping them. Let's believe that what the Lagos state government are doing is to develop their land. Let's also go and develop our land. Let us begin to fight for the things that you are not yet perceived. The Bible says, do patriots of faith. They call the things that be not as though they be. There are a lot of things we need. There are a lot of things we want. There are a lot of things that should have been done that has not been done. A lot of things that should have been said that have not been said. Let us begin to incubate them and wait for the right time. You see, when we get this journey right, the Yoruba, the Hausa, the Fulani, and the whole of black race will thank God for people like us. But how can you save others when you can't save yourself? How exactly can you advise people when you cannot advise yourself? There are a lot of issues. So while you go about your business, don't think this will be the end. Don't think they're not going to come again. Don't think it's not going to strike again. But watch out for those who play music for you. If not for yesterday broadcast, you think they don't listen to what I say? They listen, they download it, convert it, now begin to send it on WhatsApp. You see people who don't love you. People who have deep hatred for you to their marrow. They'll be the one who come on social media. What they are doing to Igbo is not good. What they are doing to Igbo. But their own people are suffering more than Igbo. Suffering and smiling according to Fela. We need to enlighten our people. We need to mobilize our people. We need to set their food on the path of hard work. We need to make them understand and prepare them for tomorrow. Or else we suffer in vain. Any Nigerian whose parents are not part of the corruption that is ravaging this country, it should not be blamed. You can't understand what is really happening. But if you are part of those who this system has completely emasculated and you are patronizing it because you think you are okay, let's be sincere. Let's be sincere. This is not talking about the government at the moment. This is not attacking anybody at the moment. When the reason comes, we shall do that. But until then, all these things, they are throwing corn. Don't fall for it. Those of you in Alaba International Market, find out the government parasitator that are responsible for the demolition. Find out what they want. Find out the next way forward. Peradventure, they want to compensate the owners of those property. Document the fact and every other thing properly, and you move ahead. I do not think that if there is a seaport in Onitsha, that Nigeria will sink. Because outside the seaport, I don't even know what the Igbo man is doing in Lagos. But many Igbos will not understand this. They will make a broadcast and antagonize him. If Mongo Park and London Brothers can come and discover River Niger, I am sure they didn't come with canoe. Mongo Park and London Brothers did not come with canoe to River Niger. Orimiri Ogbaru. Are you sure if Mongo Park and London Brothers were to come to study rivers in Africa today, that they will even know there is anything like River Niger, considering the level of dilapidated nature? So understand, when we say build seaport in River State, build seaport in Delta State, build seaport in Cross River State, build seaport in Akwa Ibom State, build seaport in Onitsha. Because if Mongo Park and Landa Brother can come there, why are we doing this to ourselves? If we talk about the second Niger Bridge now, and I say that second Niger Bridge is a dead trap. It's a hindrance to the development of the future generation of Igbo people. And somebody is going to say, this is hate speech, this is hate speech. My brother, if Third Mainland Bridge can have that height of over 10 meters above the water level, why are you telling me that second Niger Bridge or 100 Niger Bridge is about 3 meters above the water level? What does that tell you? What does that tell you? To be able to drill Bar Beach to the extent where it is now, so that big ships can come closer to the harbor. Let's assume there was a bridge that was as low as 3 meters above the water level. Would they come close there? Let Nigerians, indeed, if they love themselves, raise up infrastructures that will make everybody benefit. We are suffocating. Our problem is not just the demolition. We are suffocating. Our problem is bigger than all these things. Very soon, in fact, not very soon, it had happened in time past. We go to Cotonou to clear our goods. Under normal circumstances, it's very convenient for most of you to say that's the right thing for government to do. But it's not convenient for you to say, no, let seaport be established. Mary's Lesson and the rest of them came through Calabar. Calabar was a major center for slave trade hubs. Today, do you have seaport in Calabar? No, that water is too shallow. They cannot carry foreign water. They cannot carry foreign ship. Let's be deceiving ourselves. Now, understand, having said all these things, I have only one thing in my mind. What you are going to do should be in your mind. And of course, I know nobody is thinking of killing anybody. What you should do is in your mind. Don't let them drag you out of this social media and they tell you, we hate Tinubu, hate Nigeria, we hate Nigeria, hate us, we are not going to agree, we will go home, give us Biafra, let's go home. You see what Nnamdi Kanu did with all of you. You see what he's still doing with all of you. We have passed that stage. We have passed that stage. Anybody coming to tell you, let's destroy here, let's do this, don't listen to them. Go back and do your assignment. Like I said, there are a lot of issues that we need to discuss, but it's not a social media discussion. Many people do not know that the reason why a lot of organizations, progressive-minded individuals have not been able to affect the life of our people, our mothers, our sisters, our young men positively is because of vultures within our land. Because of vultures. If you talk about empowering the next generation, where will you start from? When unknown gunmen are going to people's farm now to harvest cassava and corn. When in Nnamdi Kanu, unknown gunmen are calling people to come and give them money, looking for food to eat, abandoning their shops and their working place. How are you going to do that? How are you going to do that? We have a big problem. But a journey of 100 kilometers starts with a step. My happiness this morning is that none of you allow them to deceive you. Because by now, they'll be telling you, no, they hate Igbo, we cannot agree, we will leave Lagos, we will do it. It's more than that. It's more than that. Anybody calling you to destroy anywhere, do anything, leave Nigeria, my brother, these are not issues they talk. Yoruba laid their foundation very well. Eminokon, they laid it very well. Trace what Awolowo did for Yoruba people, exactly what Tinubu did for Yoruba people. Check what Buhari did, exactly what Tafawa Balewa, Amadu Bello, what they want. Now tell me, who is the Igbo man, who is the Niger Delta man that did something in the past that is what recommended, that is what should be acknowledged, that we can say what this person did is what this man is doing? Who is following the footprint of Simon Bakwe? Who among you in Niger Delta is following the footprint of Opigwe or Ambrose Ali? Who among you? Who among you? Who are we following? You'll be becoming Skalewa. And then, if you want to succeed in life, you must have two things. Two instruments, two virtues. Number one, remember your roots. Remember your roots. Number two, be humble. And I just need you to check it. The Yoruba can reflect on what Awolowo did for their people. And people like Tinubu will stand on that path. Tell me why Yoruba will not succeed. The Hausa will remember what Amadu Bello meant for their people. And they stood on that path. Tell me why they will not survive. Now tell me the leader in the south or the southeast, the old eastern region, who is now telling you that we remember the sacrifice of people like this and their effort, and we are living by their legacy. Who? How many of you, even 20 of you from south and southeast eastern region put together, none of you are even up to a quarter of Simon Bakwe? These are things we should emulate. And then if we can tell ourselves the truth, humbly accept that we are wrong, we've made mistakes somewhere, it gives you that grace to go on and continue. When our brother Nnamdi, the idiot Okano, the useless criminal, discovered that he has made a mistake, all he needed was to say, okay, brothers, guys, I'm sorry. How do we continue from here? No, he wants to be right. He's righteous. He is God. Let him be righteous. We will not do the same corruption system we pretend to be fighting. Instead of us to do that, may God allow us to wander in the wilderness even for 4 million years, and then the generation that are ready to humble themselves, let him free them. Because if not, we'll become disasters to ourselves. You people have done well, and I applaud all of you. All of you in Alaba, you have done well. All of you there, you have done well. And I applaud you. I applaud all of you. You have done well. Don't let them move you by propaganda. Don't let them deceive you. Don't let them bamboozle you. Those people who are calling, what I need you to check online now. The people crying for the demolition of Alaba International Market. Go and watch them closely. These are people who will go behind back door and tell them, no, the Igbo man own too much. Don't allow them to do that. But because they want followers on their blog. An Igbo man will not come home and do assignments. And now, my brother Oraka is now telling you in his cry for Igbo people of Alaba International Market. He's now telling you, be patient. We are waiting for the tribunal. When tribunal finish, we will know what to do from there. P2B that don't give shishi, they gave Oraka 25 million. Peter Obi, our Peter Obi that does not give shishi, they gave Oraka, a Kakai man by IPOB, 25 million naira to come on social media and campaign. He's still doing his job. So instead of focusing on the issue, he's not telling you, when you finish, after the tribunal, we will now know what to do from there. Which tribunal? Which tribunal? Can even P2B be that brainless to know nothing like tribunal? Jagaban is in charge of Nigeria. Not even the judiciary nor the executive, not to talk of the legislature, can admit him. This is a cabal nation. So who is talking about rubbish? And I've told you, all this talent display, all this content creation on Facebook, they are going to cut, they are carrying cooler of rice like they are carrying evidence. You are all deceiving yourself. They have sorted themselves out to bamboozle you that all is well. That is why they say, we are going to the court, we go to a supreme court, we go to magistrate court, arabaraba robo sheke court. When you finish the court, they are jumping. They know the truth already. Don't live in a fool paradise. Do not live in a fool paradise. The earlier we come home, the earlier we begin to reason and ask ourselves questions. This problem is not one place, but the simple truth is these are foundational issues. These are foundational problems, and they must be sorted out. They must be sorted out. Don't worry about everything I've said so far. The only one I need you to take here is the victim of Alaba International Market demolition. Thank you for coordinating yourself. You did well. You did well. The chairman should tell his people, don't come on social media and say, we will not agree. Don't even beg for compensation. Don't even let anybody know your mind on the social media. Go and meet those responsible for Lagos State leadership. Communicate with them. Have a discussion with them if they will listen to you. Find out what is the next way forward. They need to discuss, will there be compensation? They need to discuss, will there be relocation? They need to discuss, how do we go about it from here? If they give you audience, good and fine. If they don't give you audience, keep that to yourself. Plan the next move. They must suffer you. And when you consider that suffering as suffer, you will suffer more. Let me say something before I attend to now the Kano criminals. If you watch your village, go and take record of all those extremely rich people in your village. You will see they migrated. When I mean they migrated, they came from another community to join you. Not as full-blooded from that village. But how will the children of those who joined become more powerful? Watch many of these your rich men today. Some of them, their parents cannot afford 2 square meals. They succeeded because they refused to rate themselves by what their parents went through. They work hard. I was such a weak boy as a child. In fact, I have one of my brother protecting me. When you beat me, I start crying. Go and tell my brother, they are beating me, they are beating me. And then one day, somebody said, if this your brother no dey, how are you going to survive? And the person says, see all these people beating you? Because even little children can now chase me. He said, you need to stop running. Now, when they call for you and you see that I'm around, please don't run. Fight them. If they beat you, I will separate you people. If you beat them, then you see they won't chase you again. And that gave me confidence. And you see that very evening, immediately one of them saw me, their bows for that matter. He attacked me. And I turn around and I see that man was there. So what did I do? I entered the guy. I beat that guy that night with all the anger in me. My brother, it looked like I was a Superman. Did you know from that very day till today, nobody of my age group, in fact, they never born person will go meet me for fight. They never born her. Now they were all beating me and I was running. The same game we have been beating for over 60 years. We are running, following the same. This is the time to sometimes reevaluate your stand. Many more things is going to happen. Even in 100 years time, the process have been initiated. The truth now is, how do we reciprocate? How do we change our lot in the state called Nigeria? Let me see if there is any Nnamdi Kanu who is here to insult their father and their mother, because that is what they have. I have Simeon Okwi, and he said Nina's movement, okay. And then we have Precious G. He said good morning, Diokpa George. We have Acho Ibe. He said good morning, my brother. How are you today? Yes, Acho Ibe. It's been a while now. Good morning from here. Good morning, and I know you are doing well too. The family are fine. Acho Ibe, thank you so much for being true to your people. Only very few people are true to their people. Precious G, good morning from here. And now the Kanu followers, they are not giving them money to talk rubbish. And then I see, who is this one? Babefa say, what did Babefa say? Don't mind my gadget, it's not friendly. The Igbos are busing to seaport in Lagos. Say the Igbos are what? Are looking for seaport in Lagos, Abeokuta. The fact the Igbos are looking for seaport all over Yoruba town and villages. There is no part of Yoruba town. It's difficult for me to read, but I understand what he's trying to say. He's telling Igbos, you are looking for the seaport in Abeokuta. You are looking for the seaport in Lagos. You are looking for, he's telling you, go and look for that seaport through which Mongo Park and Landa Brothers come to your land. When they analyze River Niger for you, you will think River Niger is a canal. No, but Abefa now is a Yoruba. But he's telling you, Igbo man, is giving you sense, Igbo. Babefa or Ebefa, or let me see, Baba Ifa, is a Yoruba man from that name. But he's telling you the truth, Igbo. Stop looking for seaport in Lagos. We know you don't have choice now. Nigerian built the Port Harcourt Port Authority because of Atiku Abubakar, not because of Ikure man, Kalabare man, or Kereka man, not even because of Asare Dokobo or Tompolu or Ateke, not because of Wike, because of Atiku Abubakar. At least he's there. Now, when you look at history during the pre-colonial era, they recognize few rivers in Nigeria. They recognize River Benue. They recognize River Niger. And then there is a recognition to River Ethiopia. Where are these three rivers? Are they seaports today? Are they seaports today? Can Nigerians tell us why they built battalion barrack, navy barrack in Delta State? Can they tell us why Mongo Park and Landa Brothers have to come to Onitsha, River Niger? Can they tell us how River Benue and River Niger become very influential, significant image in the Nigerian flag? Can they tell us where Mary Slessor, Queen of England, and the rest of them entered, if not Lagos or Calabar? And then why is it today you will leave Calabar, and then you will leave Delta, and then you will leave River State, and then you will leave River Niger, where Mongo Park came from, specifically, and then you are going to Lagos? Why can't this issue be addressed? We know they will not listen. But has it been addressed? And now we are going to resolve. They've completed second Niger bridge. Very beautiful. You know, since I know they listen to, I know they talk to now. He says Excellency has done well. Let's name him. He says Excellency and Ndibo, the ones that went to school. Him and I go Rakokwo. Why did you see the River Niger that was built after the war? The current River Niger. Did you know how many meters The bridge was elevated above the water level. Even when that was rebridged, I heard my parents saying that bridge was too low. But maybe because of the facilities at their disposal at that moment, let them manage it. It was too low, it was too narrow, but it was something, it was good to go anyway. And then how can you build a bridge that is so much on top of the water? Don't you know it kills the future inspiration for seaport in Onitsha? Third Mainland Bridge, as you see, built by Babangida. You that is in Lagos now, when you pass, check the distance between the height of Third Mainland Bridge and that. You say it doesn't matter. Is that a London Bridge? Is Third Mainland Bridge London Bridge that will fall and rise? Well, Babefa have told you. Stop looking for seaports in Ogun State and in Abeokuta. Start looking for seaport in Benue State, River Benue, seaport in River Ethiopia, seaport in River Niger, seaport in River Calabar, seaport in River Ikwere or River Calabari or River Okereka or River Ogoni. Start looking for them. But it's a hate speech because many people in the politics corridor will not be happy. Why will he tell you to look for them? Why will he tell them? Why won't we get seaports? There are a lot of issues to discuss. Instead of us engaging all this process, peradventure, these people will realize what they are doing is not good. If they are damned hell-bent to make sure we remain in this condition, their children along the line will question the activities of their fathers. But then, one criminal called on Nnamdi Kanu. Those of you who are Nnamdi Kanu fan, you better insult me or you get out here. One criminal called on Nnamdi Kanu messed everything up. Today, what are we talking of? Yes, there is no sit at home. Yes, there is sit at home. What does sit at home have to do with the challenge we are going to? To release one idiot, one hopeless idiot who took our money on private jet and went to Kenya. Yes, we will not agree. They have abandoned the gospel of truth. The Ochino Randibo, the Omekanka Nanka, the wonderful man, useless set of people. You think I was there worshiping in Nnamdi Kanu? Do you know why I stand all of them? I refuse to be compromised by any of them. If you are not doing the right thing, I call you and say, guy, this thing you are doing is wrong. I have nothing to benefit, I have nothing to gain. In fact, I know what I'm supposed to do. I will make big profit out of all of you. But I love my conscience. I love my conscience. And I will not defy it for any of you. No, I need you to check it. And I tell them, what you are doing to your people is bad. The next thing you see, they will begin to see how to set you up. At this stage now, many people will want to fight for the Igbos. But the point is that one useless Igbo man will come out and rubbish all of us. Now you can imagine Urubu man or Shekiri man telling you, wait for tribunal, the tribunal will come, wait for them, then after that, then if P2B is not president, then what happened? And who told you in your wildest dream that Nigeria of Great Britain will remove Jagaban for P2B? You are hallucinating. Be deceiving them. Obedient people, send data to Oraka. Send data to Oraka so that it bamboozle all of you. Unfortunate set of people. All the people we have called to table and say, let's engage this process in the mature way. At the end of the day, Yoruba son will have a future. Hausa son will have a future. My children will have a future. All of them say no. They are Skalewa. Most of you sheepishly follow them. Where is Nnamdi Kanu? What was he doing in Kenya? And now you are spending your energy thinking Asari Dokubo is your problem. I was among the people that campaigned against Asari Dokubo. Almost 2 years. They are still stalled. My brokers are still stalled. But you see, when I got close to him, I see a lot of things are wrong about most of you. Those of you call Asari pig, Asari pig. Remember Nnamdi Kanu's Asari stole 20 million. Was he not a member of the de facto government? How did you go about it? As Igbo man, can you please call Uche Nasiebu Omiomiu and say what is happening in the Biafra sector? Atoro. They are shouting Ebubago, Ebubago. What do you know? And then they instigate you. Asari is a criminal, he's a pig, he betrayed Igbo. Let me tell you, Asari is an Igbo man, pure Igbo man. It is his root that make him a German today. You will not understand. You will not understand. Today, when you fight Asare, you think you are fighting Tinubu. When you fight Asare, you think you are fighting Hausa or Fulani, you are fighting yourself. You need to bring your brain down. Oraka is the one telling you, yes, let's wait for the tribunal. He's talking of Alaba International Market too. He's not telling you, what does tribunal have to do? So if P2B is the president of Nigeria, and then the governor of Lagos State tells you that we are demolishing this place, a place that was marked originally for a hospital, a place that they have said they have given them quick notice since 2016. A place that we sold to ourselves illegally, knowing the consequences. Who are the people who allocated that land to us in the first place? Majority of them are our people. And then the owners of the land will tell you, oh, look at, we want to use this place for something like this. The same way you will feel when Igbos ask Nigeria, remove Ruga from Abia State, Alakpanta, what do they call it? Nigeria would not have resisted if Orji Okalu did not insist that Ruga must remain there. You know how you feel about it. That is how Yoruba will feel about it. So even though P2B is the president of Nigeria, as fraudulent as the constitution may be, it still gave state governors power to one end and one end alone. And that is, if your governor does not endorse anything, even the president cannot pull it off. The president cannot pull it off when he had the masses behind him. So the Lagos people would have insisted for P2B as a president for that place to be demolished. And then P2B may use his power of supremacy absolutely to say no, it must happen. And then the Yoruba people will be behind whoever is the governor at that instance. And that must be carried out. You can't just declare state of emergency. Do you know that even swearing Tinubu in office, with even when the case was still going through a judicial process, do you think it was to empower Yoruba, or it was to save your ass? Because by now, one general Tatan Taran Turun will be your president. You will know what decree is. Check the level of our wickedness. The heart of our Nigeria is very wicked. Check the level we are today. Imagine if military man rule you. You will not say kaki no be leather. So, Babefa, I understand what you are saying. I see CJ Oloye. He say, Onyi Beribe, you are stupid. Yes, I am stupid, just like you, your father, and Nnamdi Kanu. Is there any other thing you have to offer? Now, I'm happy for the first time. Social media touts like you cannot deceive Igbo people. Did you see this broadcast is meant to thank the victim of Alaba International Market demolition? Because they didn't buy your Yahoo. You don't know when we say we are Biafran watchmen. You think we are in that your useless criminal activities. And then you have a who again? Okumpo. You say, good morning, my Lord Bishop. Continue with the truth. It is painful to those who have criminal mind. Yes, of course, my chief. My chief, of course. Thank you very much for pumping in this morning. You see what they wanted to do by now, if we have not checkmated them, is to crash on the emotion of our people. Crash on their emotion. But at least for once, our people listened. Our people listened. You can go and say, oh, Yoruba is killing us, Hausa is killing us, we want to go home. Where are all the money we contributed to go home? Who is with this money? Where are all the plans laid aside to go home? What happened to it? Nnamdi Kanu and his family are living large, living in affluence, have killed many people's children, still looking for which children to kill. You people don't know what is happening. No? But when we tell you something, even though you don't like us, take that thing. Because when I'm saving you, I am saving myself. Have you not noticed it? When you slap somebody and he's crying, the nose cries along. So you see all of you from the old eastern region, you are doing what you don't know. When the Igbo man is removed out of the sight, all of us are gone. But does it mean we support hopelessness? No, it means that you stand aside. Do not defile yourself in the whole process. No, look at how they stage manage people. Yes, what they are doing to Igbo. What are they doing to Urobo people and Ishekiri people? When will Urobo and Shekiri come out and tell you Nigeria is marginalized now? Now they are cashing on Igbo people to do the rubbish they are doing. An Igbo man does not have any plan, lasting solution. It's just to talk about it and then you move on. This is not the era of talking. This is the era, or should be the era, of doing. Nobody takes a kingdom by words. You take it by action. You people continue negotiation. Find out what you need to find out. You will survive. You will survive. Out of the ashes of this affliction, you will see the glory of God. Only if you tread on the right path. And in the absence of that, there is no other author. Who is this one? He just jumped in. You see, Udogo Nwenya. He said, don't you know that our supreme leader, Nnamdi Kanu, 22 million men decided who to kill? Of course, Udogo Nwenya. These are the people who know the truth. Okomokom and the rest of them. When all we needed is get the attention of our people. All we needed is set up something that will help us, means of communication. Because except they agree, two cannot work together. Except they be agree, two cannot work together. So no shenanigan, no wrong thing. You can't produce anything. If we don't agree, two cannot work together. The moment we got the attention of our people, let us create this bridge. Now they cannot jump up. Hey, wait, I am a supreme leader. Oh. Hey, if you don't agree, I'm a supreme leader, I'll kill you. I am now God who I decide who live and who die. Oh. Hey, wait. Rubbish set of idiots are supporting him. Have you asked why did David Umahi disassociate himself from that tout idiot criminal Nnamdi Kanu? Your hopeless supreme leader. Now you know. Anyway, let me bring this broadcast to an end. It's just to thank Igbo people in Alaba International Market who did not allow these social media touts to rip off their emotion. They didn't fall for their trap this time. But at the same time, don't fool your hand and be idle about it. Consult the authorities of Lagos. Find out what the problem really is, the next way forward, and then from there, I want to believe you will know what to do next. I remain George Unibe, and I sign off from here. Do have a wonderful day ahead of you.